Welcome back, everybody. Jeff Foxworthy is known for his stand-up comedy, hit shows, and much more. You may be a redneck if, and you're smarter than a fifth grader. And he's bringing his new stand-up show to Las Vegas. He's performing at PH Live on December 10th. And Jeff is joining us via Zoom. What's going on, man?
How are you? I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. I know you're big into football and your Georgia Bulldogs, and now's the time, and you got that big game before you come out and perform. So is that going to dictate your mood in case you guys don't beat the Crimson Tide?
Well, they've kind of been our daddy for about the last decade, so I'm not going to let that dictate the mood, and I'll be over it by the time I come out there. So I'm always excited about playing in Vegas.
Yeah, well, it's great news, Jeff. My co-host and I, we went to rival schools. She went to Arizona State. I went to Arizona. And great news, Arizona won, and she couldn't be happier. So, in fact, she's sitting over there right now looking like she's going to stab me. But yeah.
When you lose to your rival, it's like the worst thing of the year. I said in 2020, COVID was the second worst thing. Losing to Florida was the first worst thing.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's talk about some of the things that go into your show. Everyone knows all about your background with the redneck jokes and the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And a lot of this stuff, you talk about being a grandparent and taking care of your parents. And I mean, what's the best part of telling these stories, which are true?
You know what? I was very lucky early in my career to find the template that worked for me. And that was, I just assumed that if I thought something, or my wife said something, or my family did something, I was going to assume other people were thinking and saying and doing the same thing.
Yep.
So if you look back at any of my specials or listen to, in the old days, albums and CDs, it was always kind of a snapshot of what was going on in my life at that point. And that's what I continue to do, because I've been very fortunate that the audience, we've kind of grown up together. We started talking about dating, then being married, then having babies, and then having teenagers, and then taking care of parents. And so now I find a lot of the stuff that I'm writing, I'm trying to approach it from a different angle. Most people talk about the bad things about getting old, and I think it's one of the sweetest seasons of life. I miss my 30-year-old body, but I wouldn't trade my 60-year-old mind and soul to get it back. So it's kind of a cool thing, and you get to be grandparents, which is just the best, because your grandkids think you're the coolest human being that ever lives, because at their house they have something called rules.
Right.
At my house, the answer is always yes. You want pixie sticks for breakfast? We're having whatever you want.
That is so cool. It's great how things have evolved for you, and it just goes with everybody. And I like that you at least can find some humor in what a lot of people find misery. But that's why we come to your show for all these years. And I would hear the redneck jokes as a guy from California and the West, Vegas, and it was funny. But then when I actually did the news in Alabama, then I'm like, oh, yeah, this actually isn't funny. It's true.
and it was funny. I probably haven't done those on stage in 20 years.
Right.
But they were one-liners. They were easy to remember. They were easy to retell. I think of myself kind of more of as a storyteller, as a comedian. But I'm still enjoying it. I remember the first time I came to Vegas was 1985.
Okay.
When the Tropicana was brand new.
Oh.
And I did a Rodney Dangerfield special there for HBO. And who would have thought 40 years later I'd still be coming out there and still enjoying it.
I love it. And you could, Jeff, we'll check you out over at Planet Hollywood Wednesday the 10th, and tickets are on sale now. And all right, well, look, I don't have a dog in the fight, so go Bulldogs. Hope you win.
Dogs, right.
All right.
I'd like you even more, Jason.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff.